following presentation of the National Football League.
Falcons sideline, that is head coach Raheem Morris. These guys losers their last game, hoping to reverse that here. Facing off with him, that is head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His guys with the crowd at their backs and things open. Dive play straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Lamar off the play fake. This one falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down.
Bates on the coverage.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Now it's Lamar. He's got it over the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Ali. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress.
Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again.
The previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Now here's Lamar. And that is Cox, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit.
There's a dive up the middle. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. First down, here's Lamar. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Sending him on the down. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for it. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They'll run here on first down. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a late score and tie it before the half.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again is Lamar. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. You get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throwing for the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it off. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Here's the final play of our first half. So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Back to throw it. He's looking deep once again. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it First down throw for Jackson. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
It's now
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
180! 180!
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3.
Come on!
Lamar out of the pistol. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. Well, let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Jackson now on third. Finds him over the middle. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll throw it. He finds it beyond the marker. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Forward.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets him around 6 there. Like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Sit up! 180! Sit up! Good!
Back to the well again. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 32. And you just get the playoff. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
180.
From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. 180. Take a shot.
To the air on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Takes this in at the 25. Breaks the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here come the Falcons.
Sit on. Sit on. 180.
On first down, Jackson. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit on. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
180. 180.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Sit on. Sit on. 180.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. First down from the 42.
Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Sit on. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Looking to throw, Jackson. That one's complete, right side. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner, and that should all but do it here. All set to go now from the 35.
180.
On first down, they'll run. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
180. Sit on.
Going to the ground again on first. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
They give it to him again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.